In a world of fleeting digital trends and overnight sensations, where the viral nature of fame often means a rapid rise followed by an even swifter descent into obscurity, one woman has managed to transcend the temporary nature of modern celebrity to become something far more permanent, a symbol of unwavering resilience and a beacon of timeless grace. While the world watched with bated breath during her most challenging year, the Princess of Wales did more than just endure the pressures of the spotlight and the weight of a crown. She emerged as the eternal influencer and the undisputed pillar of strength for the British monarchy. Hello, dear viewers, and thank you for joining us today for this special, in-depth exploration. Today, we delve into the remarkable journey of a woman who has not only accepted her destiny, but has actively redefined what it means to be a modern royal in a cynical age. In an era where the concept of celebrity is often hollow, built on the shifting sands of social media metrics and carefully curated but ultimately empty public personas, Catherine has filled the role of princess with a depth of character, a quiet intelligence, and a profound sense of duty that has surprised even her most ardent critics. Before we explore the incredible new honors bestowed upon Catherine and the profound impact she is having on the global stage, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you ensure that you never miss an update on the stories that matter most to you, and you help us continue to bring you this high-quality, in-depth coverage of the royal family. Your support is the engine that allows us to research these stories and bring you the context that the headlines often miss. The dawn of 2026 has brought with it a wave of profound recognition for Catherine, the Princess of Wales. As the royal family continues to navigate a period of significant transition, moving away from the Elizabethan era and firmly into the Carolean age, the public and experts alike are looking toward Kate as the steady hand at the helm. Recent reports from Fox News Digital have highlighted a sentiment that has been growing in the hearts of royal observers for years. Catherine is no longer just a member of the royal family. She is its most vital asset, its most potent symbol of continuity. Royal experts speaking with the outlet have conferred upon her titles that reflect both her cultural impact and her personal fortitude. She has been named the eternal influencer and described as a pillar of strength and popularity. These aren't just catchy headlines or clever marketing slogans. They are titles that resonate deeply with a global audience that has watched her grow from a young bride in Westminster Abbey into a future queen who carries the hopes of a nation. To understand why these titles are so fitting, we must look at the insights provided by those who study the monarchy most closely. Helena Chard, a renowned royal expert and broadcaster, recently shared her perspective on why Catherine's inclusion in these high-ranking discussions comes as no surprise to anyone following the palace's trajectory. According to Chard, the princess's unique blend of style, grace, and an innate ability to connect with people from all walks of life has solidified her status. But it goes beyond mere fashion. It is about the Kate effect and what that represents in the 21st century. When we speak of Catherine as the eternal influencer, we are acknowledging a power that few individuals in history have possessed. For nearly 2 decades, the princess has demonstrated a model-like elegance that has turned her into a global fashion icon. Every time she steps out of a car or onto a balcony, the world takes notice. But for Catherine, fashion is a tool of diplomacy and a bridge to the public. High street brands and luxury designers alike wait with anticipation to see what she will wear, knowing that her choice can change the fortunes of a business overnight. Whether she is wearing a high street blazer from Zara or a bespoke gown from Alexander McQueen, she sends a message of accessibility mixed with aspirational royalty. Yet, as Helena Chard points out, it is the combination of this outward beauty with a deep-seated regal stoicism that truly captivates the world. Chard notes that Catherine emulates a fascinating combination of the late Queen Elizabeth II's magic and mystique. For our generation who grew up under the long and steady reign of Her late Majesty, we recognize that rare quality, the ability to remain a bit of an enigma while still appearing deeply kind and empathetic. It is a delicate balance. In an age of oversharing and constant social media tell-alls, Catherine has maintained a dignified silence on personal matters. choosing instead to let her work and her presence speak for her. Catherine possesses a reassuring demeanor that makes people feel seen and heard, yet she maintains the dignity and mystique required of a future queen consort. This perfect mix, as Chard calls it, is exactly what captivates royal fans globally, spanning across continents and generations. It is a brand of influence that doesn't expire with the next algorithm change. It is quite literally eternal. But the accolades do not stop at her wardrobe or her public poise. Perhaps the most poignant recognition comes from royal expert Hilary Fordwich, who has labeled Catherine the pillar of strength and popularity. This title carries immense weight, especially considering the health battles the princess has faced behind closed doors. The narrative surrounding Catherine has shifted significantly in the last year. We are no longer just talking about a princess who is performing her duties. We are talking about a woman who has faced the specter of cancer with a level of bravery that has inspired millions. Think back to early 2024 when the world was gripped by rumors and speculation. The digital space was a whirlwind of "Where is Kate?" hashtags and increasingly wild conspiracy theories. In the face of this unprecedented noise, Catherine's eventual response was a masterclass in modern communication. When she finally stepped forward to share her diagnosis, she did so with a vulnerability that was unprecedented for a senior royal. Sitting on a simple garden bench, surrounded by the budding flowers of spring, she spoke directly to the camera. She wasn't wearing a tiara or sitting in a gilded drawing room. She was in a simple striped sweater and jeans. She spoke not as a distant royal figure, but as a wife, a mother, and a woman facing a terrifying reality. That moment changed everything. It transformed her from a figure of admiration into a figure of profound human connection. Hilary Fordwich's assessment is particularly moving. She suggests that it is becoming increasingly apparent that the ever-stoic Princess Catherine is, in reality, a rock star. This isn't a term usually associated with the buttoned-up world of the British aristocracy, but in Kate's case, it fits. A rock star commands the stage, earns the devotion of the crowd, and possesses an undeniable it factor. Fordwich points out that rather than just surviving her cancer diagnosis and treatment, Catherine is thriving. The resilience she has shown isn't just about getting through the day, it's about lapping up life with a newfound vigor that is visible to everyone who sees her. We saw this rock star energy during her appearance at Trooping the Colour, and later at Wimbledon in 2024. The standing ovation she received at the All England Club wasn't just for a royal guest. It was for a champion of the human spirit. The sheer volume of the cheers, the tears in the eyes of the spectators, and the way she beamed back at the crowd. This was the moment she transitioned from a beloved princess to a global icon of survival. It was a moment that transcended the sport of tennis and the tradition of the royal box. It was a collective sigh of relief and a roar of admiration from a public that had missed her presence. Think back to the moments we have seen her recently. The steady gaze, the genuine smiles, and the way she carries herself with a renewed sense of purpose. For many of us, especially those who have faced our own health challenges or supported loved ones through difficult times, Catherine's journey is profoundly relatable. She has become a symbol of hope. Her resilience isn't just a personal victory, it is a public service. By showing the world that one can face the greatest of fears and emerge not weakened, but strengthened, she has earned her place as a true pillar of the community. The concept of the Kate effect has evolved. In the early years, it was about a dress selling out in minutes. Today, the Kate effect is about the strength of character. It is about the pillar that supports her husband, Prince William, as he prepares for his future role. We must remember that William has had to face the double blow of his father's illness and his wife's diagnosis, all while managing the ongoing public rift with his brother. Through it all, Catherine has been his anchor. She provides the stability that allows him to function in his high-pressure role. Furthermore, she is the pillar that supports her 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. Ensuring they grow up with a sense of stability despite their extraordinary circumstances is perhaps her most challenging and most successful role to date. She has managed to shield them from the harshest glares of the media while slowly introducing them to their future duties. We see this in the way the children behave in public, confident yet respectful, a testament to the grounded upbringing Catherine and William have prioritized. As King Charles also deals with his own health journey, the importance of Catherine's stability cannot be overstated. She is the bridge between the traditional values of the past, represented by the late Queen, and the evolving expectations of the future. When Helena Chard speaks of the princess's kind, empathetic, reassuring demeanor, she is touching on the emotional intelligence that Catherine brings to her role. In a world that often feels divided and chaotic, the Princess of Wales offers a sense of calm. She doesn't seek the spotlight for the sake of vanity. She uses it to shine a light on early childhood development, mental health, and the importance of family. Her Shaping Us campaign is a prime example of her eternal influence. By focusing on the first 5 years of a child's life, she is not just picking a charity project. She is attempting to change the social fabric of a nation. She has spent years meeting with neuroscientists, psychologists, and educators to understand how early experiences shape our adulthood. This intellectual rigor, combined with her natural warmth, makes her a formidable advocate. This is why she is the eternal influencer. Her influence isn't based on a like or a follow on a screen. It is based on the lasting impact of her work and the way she makes people feel. She has taken a scientific, data-driven approach to social change, elevating the conversation around early childhood from a soft issue to a critical national priority. The transition from 2025 into 2026 marks a turning point for the British royal family. With these new titles, Catherine is being formally recognized for what many have felt for a long time. She is the heart of the monarchy. The Eternal Influencer title suggests a legacy that will outlast any individual news cycle. It suggests that her style of leadership, one based on quiet strength, stoicism, and genuine connection, is the blueprint for the royals of the future. Consider the way she has handled the Megxit drama and the various allegations thrown at the palace. While others have chosen to speak out or release memoirs, Catherine has remained steadfastly focused on her duty. This regal stoicism is her superpower. It prevents the monarchy from descending into a tabloid soap opera and maintains the dignity of the institution. She understands that the crown is bigger than any one individual's feelings or grievances. This selflessness is what makes her a pillar of strength. She has become the embodiment of the keep calm and carry on spirit that defined the British people during their darkest hours. Hilary Fordwich's observation that Catherine is lapping up life is perhaps the most heartening detail of all. It suggests a woman who has gained a new perspective, who understands the fragility of life and is determined to make every moment count. We see this in her photography, a hobby that has become a vital part of her public persona. Her portraits of her children and her father-in-law show a keen eye for beauty and a deep love for her family. They humanize the royals in a way that professional portraits never could. These photographs aren't just images, they are glimpses into the private world of a woman who finds joy in the simple things. The light through the trees at Anmer Hall, the messy laughter of her children, the quiet strength of the king. This zest for life combined with her regal stoicism creates a powerful image. It is the image of a queen in waiting who is fully prepared for the challenges ahead, tempered by fire and polished by experience. As we look at the path Catherine has walked from the halls of St. Andrews University to the balcony of Buckingham Palace, we see a consistent theme of growth. She was once Weighty Katie, a nickname used by a cynical press to mock her long courtship with William. But she has had the last laugh. She used those years to observe, to learn, and to prepare. She has never tried to be anyone other than herself, and in doing so, she has become exactly what the people needed. She has navigated the complexities of royal life, the scrutiny of the global press, and the personal trials of health and family, with a level of dignity that is, quite frankly, rare in the modern age. The expert's words, rock star, pillar of strength, eternal influencer, are not just hyperbole. They are a reflection of a global consensus. Catherine has achieved a level of popularity that rivals, and in some cases surpasses, that of any other royal in history. But unlike the fleeting popularity of a celebrity, hers is built on a foundation of duty and service. It is a popularity earned through years of showing up, even when things were difficult, and doing so with a smile that feels authentic. There is an old saying that the monarch is the defender of the faith, but in many ways, Catherine has become the defender of the family. She has brought the Middleton family's sense of normalcy and middle-class values into the palace. This grounding has been essential for Prince William, and will be essential for Prince George as he prepares for his eventual reign. By prioritizing family dinners, school runs, and time in nature, Catherine is ensuring that the future King of England is a well-rounded, emotionally stable human being. She has successfully blended the ancient traditions of the Windsors with the warm, supportive environment of the Middletons, creating a new model for royal life that feels sustainable and healthy. For those of us who have followed the royal family for decades, seeing Catherine step into this role of pillar of strength feels like a natural evolution. We remember the grace of Queen Elizabeth II, and we see echoes of that same dedication in Catherine. We remember the warmth of Princess Diana, and we see that same empathy in the way Catherine interacts with children and the vulnerable. She has taken the best qualities of those who came before her and woven them into a modern identity that is uniquely hers. She is not the next Diana or the next Elizabeth. She is the first Catherine, and that is more than enough. As we move further into 2026, the Princess of Wales will undoubtedly continue to lead by example. Whether she is attending a high-profile state banquet in a tiara or visiting a local community center in jeans and a sweater, she carries with her the weight of these new accolades. She is the eternal influencer, not because she demands attention, but because she commands respect. She is the pillar of strength, because when the winds of change and the storms of personal trial blew, she did not break. She stood firm, and in doing so, she gave others the courage to do the same. The Kate effect is no longer just about fashion. It's about a philosophy of life. It's about facing challenges with a quiet resolve, treating others with unwavering kindness, and maintaining a sense of self even under the most intense pressure. This is the legacy she is building, and it is a legacy that will be talked about for generations to come. When historians look back at this period of the British monarchy, they will likely point to Catherine as the person who saved it, not through grand gestures or political maneuvering, but through the simple, powerful act of being a pillar of strength. Her influence also extends to the global stage of diplomacy. When Catherine travels abroad, she isn't just a representative of the UK, she is a symbol of British soft power. Her ability to charm world leaders while also connecting with local citizens is a rare gift. She uses her platform to discuss issues that transcend borders: mental health, environmental conservation, and the importance of the early years. In doing so, she makes the monarchy relevant to a global audience that might otherwise view it as a relic of the past. Her international tours are no longer just photo opportunities. They are strategic engagements that strengthen ties and promote shared values. Let's take a closer look at the Kate effect in 2026. It has moved beyond the sellout dress. It now influences how we talk about health and privacy. By being open about her diagnosis while also maintaining her boundaries, she has taught the world a lesson in digital etiquette and personal sovereignty. She showed us that one can be a public figure and still have a private heart. This balance is something that many struggle with in our hyper-connected world, and Catherine has provided a roadmap for how to navigate it with dignity. Furthermore, her role in the Royal Foundation has expanded. We are seeing the fruits of her long-term labor. The Shaping Us campaign has moved from awareness to action, influencing policy and funding for early childhood services. This is the eternal part of her influence. Long after she has left the room, the programs she has championed and the conversations she has started will continue to impact lives. She is building an infrastructure of support for the next generation, and that is a legacy that truly matters. As we conclude this deep dive into the latest honors for the Princess of Wales, we are left with a sense of optimism. In Catherine, the monarchy has found a leader who is both traditional and transformative. She understands the importance of the crown, but she also understands the heartbeat of the people. She is, as the experts say, a rock star in the truest sense. Someone who inspires, someone who leads, and someone who remains eternal in her influence. Her journey reminds us that true strength isn't about the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise above it. It reminds us that grace isn't just about how you move, but how you treat others when you are at your lowest. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has proven that she is more than just a royal. She is a survivor, a leader, and a source of light in a world that often feels dark. But we want to hear from you, our valued community. This channel is as much about your voices as it is about ours. What do you think about these new titles for Catherine? Do you agree that she has become the pillar of strength for the royal family during these trying times? How has her journey of resilience and her thriving spirit inspired you personally? Does her regal stoicism remind you of the late Queen? Or do you see her as a completely new kind of royal? Perhaps you have a story of how her Shaping Us campaign has changed your perspective on parenting, or how her openness about her health journey helped you through a difficult time. Many of our viewers have shared moving stories of how they felt a personal connection to the princess during her recovery, feeling as though they were walking that path alongside her. We cherish the wisdom and perspectives of our viewers, and your insights always add so much to the conversation. Please share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Let's start a meaningful dialogue about the role of the modern monarchy and the incredible woman who is currently defining it. If you found this tribute to the Princess of Wales informative and moving, please give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth coverage of the stories that touch our lives. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and family who also admire the strength and grace of Catherine. Your engagement allows us to reach more people and share these stories of resilience and hope. We are building a community here that values thoughtful discussion and respectful analysis, and we are so glad you are a part of it. As we look toward the future, we can be certain of one thing. Catherine will continue to be at the center of the royal story. As she prepares for her eventual role as Queen Consort, she does so with the knowledge that she has the love and support of millions around the globe. She has earned her titles, she has earned her place in history, and she has earned the right to be called our eternal influencer. The story of Catherine is a testament to the fact that character is destiny. She didn't just marry a prince, she became a princess in her own right, through her actions, her choices, and her unwavering commitment to something larger than herself. In an age of individualism, her dedication to duty is a refreshing and powerful counter-narrative. Thank you for spending your time with us today. It is always an honor to share these stories with an audience that appreciates the values of dignity, resilience, and tradition. We look forward to seeing you in the next video as we continue to follow the journey of the royal family and the remarkable woman who has become its eternal influencer. The story of Catherine is still being written, and if the last few years are any indication, the chapters to come will be even more inspiring than the ones that came before. She has shown us that even in the face of the greatest adversity, one can emerge with a heart full of hope and a spirit that is stronger than ever. She is a testament to the power of the human spirit, and we are privileged to witness her journey. Before we go, let's take one last moment to reflect on the impact of a single individual. In a world of billions, it can be easy to feel that one person can't make a difference. But Catherine, Princess of Wales, proves otherwise. Through her dedication, her compassion, and her unwavering strength, she is changing the world. One smile, one conversation, and one pillar of strength at a time. She reminds us that true power doesn't come from a title, but from the way we use our influence to uplift others. Think about the eternal nature of her impact. It's not just about today's headlines, it's about the children who will benefit from the Shaping Us research 30 years from now. It's about the future king, Prince George, who is learning how to lead with kindness by watching his mother. It's about the millions of people who felt less alone in their own health struggles because a princess sat on a bench and told them she was scared too. That is influence. That is strength. That is Catherine. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Keep looking for the light, even in the most challenging times, and remember the example set by the eternal influencer. Let us carry a bit of her regal stoicism and kind demeanor into our own lives. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon in our next deep dive into the fascinating world of the British royal family. Goodbye for now.